Hello everybody, this is Terry Jeanette with the Tapping Flamingo. I just filmed a video on how to make this necklace, and only 2 portions of what I filmed came out. I don't know what's going on with my computer. I'm really not ready to buy a new one. Anyway, this is probably going to be a little bit of a strange video because I don't have the beginnings of it, I only have the middle of it. So anyway, bear with me and let me tell you how I made this necklace and what it's all about. So first let me show you the beads. I actually got these beads from a Curated Bead box. I believe it was July's shipment. And we have some, they call these, they're 6mm dark brown crackle glass beads, and I had a 16-inch string, and I used all but about 6 beads. And then these beads are an 8mm. They're calling them drizzled copper silver bead glass beads, and I had about a 10.5-inch string, and I used well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 of those beads. We also got some cowrie shells, and I just wired it up, and I'll show you how to do that in this video. And then I just put it all together. Now, I'm going to insert the portion of the video where that came through, and then I'll come back and show you how I wired this guy. So I have everything laid out, and basically what I did is I put our shell in the middle there, flanked it with the 2 8mm beads, and then I have 5 of the 6mm beads, then another 8mm, 5 6mm, and so forth. And it's going to be about an 18-inch, but then I could put a 2-inch extender on it. So this would make it perfect for either a gentleman to wear or a lady to wear. Let me get all this strung up, and then we'll go on to the next step. So I've already got one side done, and I use these clamshell bead tips, and I put them on my beading string and tie 2 knots into them and close them shut, and then I add my findings. So string it on there like that. And then again, my computer died. Ugh. Okay, so what I did, and I have lots of videos that show this, just use a pin, and I tied 2 knots and fed them into that clamshell bead tip. And then I took my flat nose pliers and just closed it shut. And then I just took some jump rings and lobster claw and fed them through the holes that are in there. Now you can get these bead caps, bead tips, sometimes they call them, bead covers they call them, but these little clamshell thingies, you can get them with a hook or a circle. These happen to be a circle. And if they have a little hook, you'll just have to close the hook. Anyway, that's basically how I put this together. But now let me show you how I wired this shell. For this necklace, I actually used silver tone wire, but I'm using a coconut tone. They call it coconut. It's a little bit of a lighter brown or beige, and I've got 6 inches here, and I'm just going to feed it through the hole. And there'll be one side that's easier than the other. You'll be able to tell when you look at it. Feed it through to the middle and bring your wires up like this. And then you're going to twist until your 2 wires become 1 wire. And I do this a lot with my shells and pendants. This is how I make a bail. And it's very rustic looking, but that's the way I like it. Now, you can leave it like this and let it kind of jiggle around, which I like. Or if you want it tighter, you can take your pliers and then just grab that and give it a gentle turn, and that way it will be snug in there. So once you've got it wrapped and have one wire there, you're going to take some round nose pliers and you're going to make a bail. And I just like to make a messy loop and just wrap it around until I get the look I want. Sometimes I may want to use everything I have. Other times, like now, I may want to trim some of it off. And then you just take your pliers, whoops, and you tuck those in. And then you need to make sure that your loop is facing this way, because you want your wire to go through this way. If it's facing the other way, your pendant or your shell would hang like that. And we want it to hang like that. And here's what it looks like on. It's about, I think, a 20-inch necklace. I made it longer because I thought it would be something that maybe a gentleman could wear or a lady could wear. So it's a unisex. And I do know a lot of you ladies like to wear your necklaces longer. Personally, I like mine shorter like this, and I'd probably put it as a 16-inch. But with the right neckline, I think this looks good. By the way, these shells right here are called cowrie shells. A lot of people call them pukas. They are not puka shells though. They are cowrie shell. Anyway, I think I am going to put this in my new eBay shop. So if you're interested in this, go check that out. I'm kind of dabbling in eBay because I don't have as many fees over there. When I list my stuff on my Etsy shop, whether I sell things or not, it costs me a little bit of money. But over on eBay, the way I have it set up now, I don't have any fees unless I actually sell. So I'm trying the waters, I'm testing the waters out over there, which brings me to a question. Have you ever bought handmade jewelry on eBay? I know, I thought it was just like a garage sale type place, but you know, there's a lot of really nice jewelry over on eBay. So go check it out. By the way, I will leave my link to both my Etsy shop and my eBay shop down in the description box below. I'd like to thank y'all for your patience today and watching my video, and I hope y'all have a great day. This is Terry Jeanette with the Tapping Flamingo signing out for now. Bye-bye.